Hello, Squirrel Tribe. Happy Sunday. Hopefully you guys are having a good day, a fabulous day, if you will. The weather here where I am in the Panhandle of Florida is cold and windy and not at all spring-like I was expecting once the groundhog came out and saw its shadow and said early spring. That's a little off. That's not working out too well here. Hopefully it's working better in your neck of the woods, if you will. So we've talked numerous times about the food situation within our country, in our grocery stores, even technically around the world, and how a lot of the stuff that we have in our grocery stores on the shelves comes from other countries who do not have the same safety standards or raising of animal standards that we have here. So you always have to kind of question what you're buying at the grocery stores, right? I always try to say, for me personally, I try to go organic as much as humanly possible. If it's chicken, eggs and stuff, I try to go pasture raised as much as possible. If it's beef, I want grass fed, grass finished as much as humanly possible, things like that, right? And I lately have been using ButcherBox. Personally, I've been ordering from ButcherBox and I absolutely freaking love it. I like it because the chicken is all organic, pasture raised. The beef is grass fed, grass finished. They've got pork, they've got seafood, they've got everything. But I've heard a lot of people talk about Good Rancher. So I went to look it up too, and they're also amazing. And what I realized from both of these things is that we as a people should be giving more of our hard-earned money to businesses and people who deserve it more than the corporations that are currently getting it. This is my thoughts on this. So when you go to the grocery stores, you're getting, Tyson, you're getting Smithfield, you're getting whatever other large corporations are on the shelves there. Most grocery stores, at least like the larger chains like Walmart's and Publix and Kroger, Albertsons, Fred Meyer, whatever else you got, Whole Foods even. Well, Whole Foods is a little bit different. They do pull in from local farmers a lot of the times, but a lot of those places, they're not pulling from your local farmer, your local butcher, your local anything else. They're pulling from these conglomerate corporations that have 10 bajillion chickens laying around and 10 bajillion eggs and all these cows that are shoved into these tiny pens. So you're getting maybe a better price technically, but are you getting a decent product is what I've always had an issue with. Like I would go get chicken, rotisserie chicken. Y'all, let's go rotisserie chicken. Rotisserie chicken at Costco, I've always loved. It's $4.99. What could you not love about getting a whole ass chicken for $5, right? But I would always notice that I would feel like bloated and kind of like gassy and gross afterwards. Okay, maybe TMI, but it is what it is. Then I would go to Sam's Club because now here in the Panhandle where I live in Okaloosa County, there is no Costco. There's only Sam's Club if you want a big box store or a warehouse place like that. So I have Sam's Club. So the first time I went and got a Sam's Club rotisserie chicken, same price as Costco, because they're not going to, neither one of them are going to beat each other on that. They're going to try to stay at the same price so they can win each time, right? I got their chicken and it gave me a raging headache. Like I did not know chicken could give you such a headache. And I don't know if it's because they are getting these chickens that are just like the bottom of the barrel or the bottom of the barn chicken, or if it's because of the seasonings that they're using on them, if it's because of the oils that they're cooking them in. I don't know why rotisserie chicken from these places messes with me so much. So then it's like, okay, well, where are you going to get something that is good for you and not going to affect you either physically or, head-wise, which I guess mentally is a thing too. The foods out there these days can affect you mentally as well with all the chemicals and stuff they put in there. But I would go to different places and try to buy chicken just to see what chicken was not going to bother me. The only place I have found was Publix. The Publix chicken for some reason didn't bother me. And it's not Tyson chicken. A lot of companies that have their label on it, it's Tyson chicken or it's another big corporation, like even Walmart's Great Value. It's still another big corporation. It's not their own. Walmart isn't growing the chickens. They're not laying the eggs. They're buying it from other corporations, right? So when somebody told me about ButcherBox, I was like, well, let me try them because I'll try it for a month. And if it sucks, then I can cancel it, whatever else. And this way I get to pick what I want because you can go in and you pick what cuts of chicken you want, what meats you want. If you want poultry, if you want whatever, seafood, you can go in and pick it all. So the first month I did that, I ordered a lot of chicken. I ordered a whole chicken. They have heirloom chickens. I ordered chicken legs. I ordered chicken breasts, and I ordered chicken thighs just to try everything, right? And I also ordered their grass-fed, grass-finished ground beef, and I've ordered their ground turkey. I ordered their wild-caught sockeye salmon, whatever that red salmon is. I've ordered that. I've ordered the wild-caught cod. I've ordered a lot of different things, and nothing has bothered me. Everything has been absolutely amazing. When we go out to eat, if we happen to go to a restaurant, I can tell an immediate difference between the levels of what I get through ButcherBox versus what restaurants are using, because I get a headache again. Like, no matter what happens, I get a headache. So then people are like, well, have you tried Good Ranchers? And I have not, but I don't know if you guys have seen their website, but this is the website for Good Ranchers, just so you guys see what it is. But I went to theirs to check it out, you know, how it works. And you pick your boxes, you choose how often, and you get free shipping, which is great. But the problem for me, and this is me personally, the boxes, you don't get to pick and choose. It's like a preset box. And then the better than organic chicken box isn't actually organic. So from what I have been able to find here when it comes to Good Ranchers is they don't have organic like ButcherBox does, but they are cheaper than ButcherBox, because for organic, you're going to pay more. But with everything that is going on, not just in our country, but in the world, it seems to me that trying to stay out of grocery stores as much as humanly possible for your meats is going to, and your dairy, honestly, is going to be like the best bet for a lot of people. So I will continue on with ButcherBox because I like them. I do have a link for them in the description. I'm not sponsored at all whatsoever. They have no clue I'm talking about them, but that link does save you $50 anytime you use it, just FYI. And ButcherBox and Good Rancher both do the same thing. When you sign up for whatever it is, whatever box you get, they both give you something for free for a year. ButcherBox, I did free sirloin tips for a year. So every time I get a box, I get 2 pounds of sirloin tips in there, and they're so freaking good. And that's perfect. I think Good Ranchers is doing chicken right now, but there's other options you can choose from on both of them. And to me, this is better because these both, ButcherBox, Good Rancher, and I'm sure there's other ones out there, they are promoting and supporting local ranchers. They are supporting smaller businesses. These are not your big conglomerates, your corporations. These are ones that there are no hormones added, no antibiotics, no whatever else is, no vaccines, which is what Good Rancher really wants you to know on that one. Again, not sponsored by anybody, just sharing what I have learned and information with y'all. For some people, you might like ButcherBox better because of the organic aspect of the chicken and everything else and the wild caught of the seafood, but you may also like it better because you get to pick each month. You can change your box around and change. One month you might want all chicken, one month you might want all beef. You can add things to it for lower prices. They have all these different add-ons. Whereas with the Good Ranchers, you know what you're going to get each time. You sign up for whichever one. They have bestseller, which is the Ranchers Classic, $194. You've got Surf and Turf, which is $224. You get different things in each of these boxes. But what I have realized for us, the man, my husband, myself, and our daughter, between the three of us, we have not been able to go through an entire box in 1 month. We always still have a little something left over, which is great, because if there's a month where maybe money's a little bit tighter, or we know we have, we're going to be out of town or something, we can pause it and we still have some left in the freezer that we can eat and not have to spend the money or worry about it sitting here and showing up when it's delivered and nobody here to like accept it, right? But what's great is whether it's ButcherBox or Good Ranchers, they ship them frozen and you just keep them frozen and you just defrost them, you know, whenever you guys are ready to cook it. Price-wise, I would say that yes, it's more expensive than going to your local grocery store and just buying different meats, you know, each time you want to cook something. But think about what you're doing when you're doing that. You're helping these big corporations, you're helping the conglomerates, if you will, and you're getting the least healthy versions of any of these things. At least with Good Ranchers and ButcherBox, you are helping the smaller businesses. You're getting better cuts of meat. Good Ranchers might not be organic, but they are still good cuts of meats. They are here in the US and stuff like that. So for me, this is just something I wanted to bring to y'all's attention. I'm sure most of you already know this, that the stuff that they're giving us in the grocery stores is not the top of the line, and trying to buy from your local butchers as opposed to the grocery stores is better. Trying to go to local farms if you have anything near you is better. I'm sorry, my dog is here with a cone on his head because he's been licking a hole in his paw. He gets this, like, I don't know if it's the grass around here or anxiety, but he's been licking like crazy. So we had to put his poor little face in a cone, and the cone is still too small, so his nose still sticks out. So we're working on it, though. He's being a very good Maxi Poo. I know you need love. I love you so much. You're being such a good boy. But it is something that I think we have to take our food back. You know what I mean? Like, we have to take back what money we give corporations and what monies we don't. I would much rather go to a roadside stand and buy fruits and vegetables than I would go to Walmart or Publix or anybody else if I can avoid it. I would much rather go to a local farmer than I would to the grocery store to get your meats and your things like that. And a lot of people are like, well, I don't want a whole cow. I can't afford a whole whatever else. Find people around you that you can go halfsies with, quarters with, whatever works. But it's a way for us to take our country back one step at a time. And that might not sound like a big deal to a lot of people, but you have to start somewhere, right? Like, I feel like you have to start somewhere. And one of the easiest ways to do that is to not give your money to large corporations when you have the ability to give it to mom and pop businesses or to smaller ranchers as opposed to those bigger ones. So that's that. All right. I love you, Maxi. Since my dog is over here losing his mind, we're going to go now. I would love your thoughts. If you guys have used ButcherBox, if you've used Good Ranchers, if there's another one that you know of, I would love all of that in the comments so we as a community can help each other make better decisions when it comes to where our proteins, where our meats are going to come from. Because again, it's the first step in taking our country back. It's a weird way to look at it, but in my opinion, it's a good way to look at it. So I love you, sir. I love you. I know you want to be in my lap right now. You are not a lap dog. You weigh 80 pounds. I love you, though. Listen, Squirrel Tribe, I will see you guys again a little bit later. I hope you're having a fabulous Sunday. And until the next one, love you. Bye.